Hello guys, welcome back to this channel, Audio Excel. And on this channel, we talk about music production and how we can help you get the best out of your music production. I want to take this time to thank you all for the support that you've given this channel, making this channel grow. Thank you for liking my videos and also taking time to watch them. Today, I'm going to teach you how I make stems for church easier and a very basic approach you can use to also create yours. And I'm going to take you through the tools and my approach to making church stems. But before we dive into the video, I need you to like, share and subscribe to this channel. Let's get into the video. Alright, so we are here in Studio One and I'm coming to show you or do a breakdown of my approach to making stems. So what I do is that I take the original song to Moises. It's a website, it's an AI website. I use that to generate the track or split the track into 5 different parts: drums, vocals, guitar, bass, so that it will serve as a guide for me to make my stems later on before I export it to rehearsal or for the main live performance. I mute all those elements and leave mine. So what I do is I add bells, I add pads, and I make my loops. The main reason why I make loops is to make sure that the band stays together and keep the band in check. I happen to be the only keys player in my church, so I mostly find myself making stems so that it will help me and also help the band also. Now we are in Studio One, and here is how I go about my stems. You can see bells, you can see piano, you can see a whole lot of instruments here. So this song right here is a song we did for ministration in my church last week called Asida by Emoji. If you are not a Ghanaian, or if you are not in Ghana, probably you might not have heard of Emoji. Emoji is a gospel musician, a well-known gospel musician in Ghana. You can check him out on YouTube or any other streaming platform. So here is how I did or made the stems for that particular ministration. I need you to listen to the song. I'm not going to play everything out, but I just need you to listen to it and then we take it from there. Right, so because of time, I would not want to play the full track, but you can listen to it. As I said earlier, It's on YouTube and other streaming platforms. So I'm first of all going to start with my loops. As you can see, I've put my tracks in order, and the first thing I do when I want to start making stems is that I first of all get my tempo right. The BPM for this song is 100 BPM, so I get my BPM using Moises. As I said, you can go to their website, Moises, Moises, moises.com, and you can register. And they have a lot of packages. They have premium, pro. I am on the premium bundle, so I have the chance to do a whole lot of things. But you can also use it for free, just that you will be limited, but then you can also try it out. So with that, I get my tempo from there, the original tempo of the song, which also even comes with a metronome. All right, so but then I get to delete the metronome here because I already have one in my DAW. So I start off with my shaker, and let's listen to the shaker. All right, I want my shaker to move the song because this kind of like an Afrobeat kind of song, so I need a shaker that can really move the song. And then I have a tambourine loops here. Let's play that together with the shaker. All right, then I have another element here called Afro Pecs. I that's how I named it. I don't know where I picked it from, but I named it Afro Pecs. That's Afro percussion. Pecs means percussion. So let's audition that too. Then I have my clap. All right, so because I get to mute the drums when I'm exporting it for rehearsal or for the live performance, I need my loops to have this kind of movement so that it supports what the drummer is going to play when he's playing live. So something like this really sounds good. And where I get these samples from, this shaker is from Gospel Loop Element. You can go to Gospel Producer's website and get it. And my tambourine is from Stylox Spectrasonics, the company that made Keyscape and Omnisphere. They have this plugin that you can use to make amazing loops. So that's where I got this tambourine loops from. And then this one, I think I picked it from somewhere. I've just forgotten. Then my clap is from one drum pack I have. Then the next thing I have is chimes. I love chimes. When I'm making loops, production, whatever, I love chimes. It's kind of like a signature for me to let you know that something is about to happen. So let's audition that too. So that comes before the song starts. All right, so I do this always to inform the drummer. All right, I do this to always inform the drummer. I do this to always inform the drummer that, hey, we're about to set off. So once the drummer hears the, he starts with his chops and off we go. All right, so these are the elements that make up the song, some of the elements. I mean, the most important part. Okay, so now this is the drums in the original song. Okay, so you can see it's also in another group. I've given it a different color so that I know that these tracks right here are going to be muted when I'm exporting. So this is what Moises gave me. Give me drums, give me bass, give me vocal, give me other. Other is, other sounds, piano, and depending on what you want. So this is what I went for. I don't use a piano. Even the fader is even down. You can see from here, I've completely muted it, even the other two. So I get to use only the drums and the bass to guide me when I'm making my stems. All right. I don't use them. I don't use them at all. I don't use them. I mute everything. I leave only my loops and my tracks, my aux tracks I make. So we are going to skip that and we are going to go to the next instruments. When I'm making loops, I add some stuff. When I'm making stems, I get to add things like polysynth, pads. I add arpeggio stuff, sine leads, bells. Those aux stuff. All right, things that an aux player is going to do if he is part of the performance. Since I'm the only one playing, I have to do all these things so that it will help and support my playing also. So here's the polysynth. All right, the next thing is a sine lead. All right, so this polysynth is from my MoDX. I have a MoDX here that I use. So this polysynth is from the MoDX, and then this sine lead is from Xenology by Roland. Now the next sound that I use is an arpeggio plugin called Spire. All right, Spire. So a friend of mine, Obin Senior, he's called Obin Senior. He used it in one of his productions, and then I asked him, and he gave me the name of the sound and where he got it from. And I also went for it, downloaded it, and I love it. I put it on most of my songs. Sometimes I get to lower it so that it doesn't distract the song, but this is how it sounds. So this right here, it supports the loop. Yeah. So you can see it's supporting the loop. I can use this alone, all right, without adding anything. I can use this alone for my church choir administration or performance without adding anything, because that kind of arpeggio movement it's giving me, I really love that vibe. All right, yeah. So the next thing is steel drums. I played these steel drums myself because in the song they have steel drums in the song, so I needed it so that it will keep the integrity of the song, because it's an important part, an important sound that was used in the song. So let's hear it. All right, this steel drums too is from my MoDX. Then I have bells. So let's listen to that with the steel drums. All right, so this track here is the BV's track. I'm not going to touch that because of copyright. That's why I have muted it. So what I do is that I normally bring down the level of the BVs. Okay, so one thing too is with Moises, you can get a separate track for BVs. That is so cool, right? That is so cool. So what I do is that I use that to support the singers in the background. Sometimes to help the band also know where we are. You know, sometimes when they find it difficult to hear the singers, this becomes a guide for them to know where we are in the song. So I'm just going to leave that and come to guitar. This guitar is from the track, okay, from what Moises gave me out of the track. So I kept it, but I lowered it. I kept it because sometimes I love what maybe the guitarist that played the original song is giving me the vibe. I want to keep it. I want it to be part of my stems. And then I direct my guitarist to play something else or to listen to it and also enhance what he's hearing. All right. Yeah. So let's hear that. Let me solo that. All right. Now the next thing is hits. Hits to emphasize on the strong beats of the song or the strong notes. It's a strong notes. Well, just for emphasis. All right. Yeah. So I use that for emphasis. Yeah. So just to add up to what we are already doing, just to enhance that. Yeah. To make it more defined and heavier. Now, this other track here is from the song. You know, it's a whole lot of things. I mean, but I kind of cut just the side because I needed it. You know, that's what makes the singers recognize the song. So I kept it, but just for the intro, I had to let go of the rest. So let's listen to it. All right, it's not so clear, but then yeah, it helps. Then I added runs. To me, I felt like I needed something to get the song more exciting. All right, so sometimes I add runs just to emphasize on strong beats or strong notes, and also to get to add some kind of flavor to the song. It's not in the original song, but I chose to add it just to make it more exciting. So this is how it sounds. Yeah. So if I think this is from Cine Strings. Yeah, I don't know where I got it from, but I have it in my contact libraries. Cine Strings. Yeah, I think Cine Strings. That is the full range strings. Yeah. Then I have a synth here. Okay, it's called the Octajuice. I use that to support, the syncopation, all right? Or what is there already, just to add up to it. Yeah, so you hear that? So if I was the aux player, this is what I would have done. I would have just, kind of spiced that side a little bit. combination of this with the strings, it makes me, it gets, should I say, it turns me on when I'm playing, yeah. And I love this stuff. I love this. So this Octa Juice is also from Xenology by Roland. You can check it out. And I think I've covered everything right here. So this is how I make my stems. And then what I do is that I mix it, do something very simple, mostly EQ. I don't really add compression to my stems because samples, most of them have already been processed. I do not want to stretch it out too much. Maybe I get to use a stereo imager to widen up my parts, but I don't do much. And maybe cut out a little bit of the unwanted frequencies or frequencies that will be popping up or popping out just to disturb the track. I just cut them off. And yeah, basically that's what I do. I don't really do much, and I add reverb to some of the tracks, all right, just to create space for the track. So I add reverb to my clap. So let's hear the clap with the reverb. Yeah, so just little stuff. Okay, less is more, or is this it? Less is more, little is more, whatever. Yeah, so guys, this is what I do. Very simple, very basic. So you can also do it without Moises. You can just load a track in there and you can just start from there. After that, you can mute the track and keep the rest. So let's listen to the song without the drums and the other tracks that Moises gave me, and let's see the difference. Let's see how it sounds. Let's play from somewhere. Somewhere. Let's see from. So let me add the other stuff to it, and let's see. So you see, from the original track, I'm not adding anything else. I'm just adding drums and bass. It's added together with what I've already made. So there is nothing else going on here. Let me move to the end of the track. Alright guys, so this is my approach to making stems for church. If I'm supposed to make stems for production or any other thing, it's going to be different from this, but mostly when it comes to making loops and stems for church, this is my approach to making that. I hope you love this video and you liked this video. If you do, I need you to give us thumbs up, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and also let me know in the comment section if you want me to talk about anything music production related. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for your time. Thank you for also liking it, and until we do another video and another lesson, see you.